This is the cranberry and apricot stuffing recipe. So for this particular dish, I need 15 grams of butter, which I've already got in the frying pan. So we're just going to put this on to heat. And while that's melting, I'm going to go through the other ingredients that we need for the recipe. So we need about 115 grams of, I've used the Dietary Specials white bread for this, which I've just crumbed down. We have some walnuts, about an ounce of walnuts, 1 onion which has been finely chopped, 1 stick of celery, which again has been diced, a couple of tablespoons full of chopped parsley, an ounce of chopped apricots and a couple of tablespoons full of cranberry sauce, along with 50 millilitres of fresh orange juice. See, the butter is nicely melting now, so I'm going to add the onion and the celery. And we're just going to add those and cook for a couple of minutes. Make sure that they are nicely coated in the butter. So while those are cooking, I'm just going to mention a little bit about the Dietary Specials bread that I've used. So I've used the white bread, which is gluten-free and wheat-free, and we said about 115 grams, around about 4 or 5 slices. Now, to get my crumbs, I put them into the food processor. Put the crust in as well. It doesn't make any difference. It all blends in nicely. If you didn't want to use the white bread, you could use the brown multigrain or the rustic rolls. So these are just softening slightly. Don't need them to go brown, just to soften up, because they will get cooked further when the stuffing is cooked in the oven. So off with the heat. And then we can add all the other ingredients. So firstly, your Dietary Specials breadcrumbs, walnuts, apricots, and the parsley. Again, you could use dried parsley, in which case it will be a couple of teaspoons rather than tablespoons full of dried parsley. Otherwise you might find it's too strongly flavoured. Make sure that that's well mixed together first before you add the juice and the cranberry sauce. When you're purchasing your cranberry sauce, again, you'll have to make sure that it's suitable for a gluten-free, wheat-free diet. Mix that in with the breadcrumbs and then the orange juice. If you've not got a fresh orange, you could always use cartoned orange juice for this. And then I'm just going to make sure that it's all mixed together and then portion it out. So I'm going to flatten it down into the dish, because this will make round about 12 stuffing balls. Alternatively, if you didn't want to make the stuffing balls, you could put it into a pound loaf tin, greased pound loaf tin, and cook it all together in one go. So just divide it up. And then just press them together, make them into little stuffing balls, and put them on a greased tray. Once you have all your stuffing balls on the tray, then they can go in the oven with the turkey. If your turkey is not in the oven, you're preparing in advance, then you can just cover them and put them in the refrigerator ready for the next day. Or if you're preparing well in advance and you want to freeze them, then I would suggest you open freeze them on the tray and then bag them up in the freezer, and then you can take them out individually. When you come to cook them, they will take round about 20 minutes in an oven, gas mark 5, 190 Celsius or 170 fan. And here we have the cranberry and apricot stuffing balls. Nice and crispy, all ready to go with your turkey. If you do need the recipe, then please go to the Dietary Specials website, and there you'll be able to download the recipe and the method.